Feedback accelerates your growth. There's no doubt about it. But it's not easy. It's usually not easy to digest. Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. I'm Kara Bradley bringing you Daily Whispers. And lately we have been talking about how we get in our own way and how to get out of our own way once and for all so that we can step forward into our power, offer the world our unique gifts, our unique expression, and to awaken to our potential. And when we do that, guess what? We give other people permission to do the same. Today I want to talk to you about feedback and receiving it, and how feedback can accelerate your transformation, sometimes like nothing else can. And I've spent a lot of time giving and receiving feedback in my life. It's not easy. And I want to offer this to you. Feedback can come sweetened or unsweetened. And oftentimes if we ask for it, we will receive it from others. And it can be such a gift, especially when it's delivered with love and with good intention to help and support. So when I ran my yoga studio, Verge Yoga, I would take teachers' classes all the time. And I would, at the end of class, sit with them and I would ask them. First I would ask them, are you open to feedback? And sometimes they weren't. Sometimes a teacher would say, you know what? Not today, thank you. And I often found that to be unfortunate, but sometimes, people aren't open to feedback. There may be just so much happening in their life that any feedback would just be too much. But oftentimes, most times, a teacher would say, sure, yep, I'm open for feedback, because they knew, because it's how we were trained, that feedback accelerates growth. And I would ask the second question, would you like it sweetened or unsweetened? Sweetened feedback is feedback with a little bit of sugar, right? Just a soft feedback, maybe one or two helpful hints. And it could be very, very simple, and I'll give you some examples. And then there's unsweetened. And unsweetened isn't mean. It's not abruptly delivered. It's just a little more truthful, right? It comes without the packaging of trying to soften the blow. And there are two types of people, right? And honestly, it's not two types of people. It's two types of states of being. Sometimes you're in a space where you want that unsweetened feedback to just propel you forward. You're just ready to grow. And so you ask for unsweetened. Sometimes you're feeling more tender, and the unsweetened could kind of throw you off the edge. So, for instance, unsweetened feedback could be just about perhaps as a yoga teacher talking too much, not giving enough space for the students, or even your voice, right? So I'm very in tune with vocal tone and how that lands with the nervous system. And sometimes just hearing that is like, whoa, okay, I got to really look at this because I've got some agenda. Sweetened feedback could just be very, very simple. Like you may want to say less here, or you could deliver something here, and we would get very, very deeply into how to deliver a class to offer a student the best experience. But this isn't about yoga. This is about you. And how are you asking for feedback? And are you asking for feedback? And are you asking others if you could give them feedback? I think in order to receive it humbly, we need to learn how to give it generously and with love. And we also need to learn how to give sweetened or unsweetened feedback. So if you're leading a team, if you are leading a family, if you are leading anyone, and I'm sure you're leading something, you can offer that. Maybe it's to your children to start, and then to your partner, and then to your coworkers or the people that you're leading at work. Do you want some feedback? Can I give you some feedback, or are you available for some feedback? And would you like it sweetened or unsweetened? And maybe at first you just start sweetened. Always give it sweetened. And notice in yourself, and you can ask it from others, because not being available for feedback is one way that we get in our own way. So try that today. Ask a person that you feel very comfortable with to give you some feedback. You know, in the coaching world, it's sometimes called that 360 feedback, right? Where they go out into the field and they ask. But we're just asking one person, can you give me some feedback on how I'm showing up here? And you can give it to me sweetened or unsweetened. So this is a big topic. I'm just throwing this out as a nugget for you today to look at. Are you available for feedback? Are you giving feedback? And to start to dance with it a little bit more. And it's a way for us to get out of our own way just a bit more. This has been such a rich exploration for me. I hope it has been for you. Take a peek at the show notes if you're curious. Hey, and you know what? I've got a weekly email that I send out, and it is always based on these daily whispers. And it's just a little summary. It's a little nugget. It's a little link to a bit more. So grab my weekly daily whispers. You can do that by jumping into the Mental Fitness Protocol or just grabbing the other landing page with the summary of my daily whispers. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me. I so value you and your feedback. I'd love to hear. Email me. Why not? Go ahead. Give me some feedback. Either way, sweetened or unsweetened, I'm here for you. Thank you so much.